Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you guys how to make one of the most delicious cornbread dressing. This recipe is so delicious, takes no time. Before I begin, if you're new to my channel, please take a moment to subscribe. Like this video for me if it was helpful, and let's dive in. To begin, I have all my ingredients right in front of me. I have my skillet on medium-high heat. I'm going to drizzle about 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Now I am going in with some onion and bell peppers. We have 1 celery stalk here. We're going to saute these for about 5 to 7 minutes. Now is the perfect time for me to add in my minced garlic. I'm going to allow that to cook for a little bit. As you guys can see, my veggies are nice and soft. It is time for me to take them off the stove. In this bowl, I have a 1-day-old cornbread that I made yesterday. Now, if you do not have time to make your cornbread ahead of time, just make it the same day. Let it sit for, I don't know, 30 minutes, 1 hour. Just let it sit out just so it can be nice and dry, okay? So let me know down below if you guys want to see a homemade cornbread recipe as well. I'm going to crumble this up just like this. Now to this, I am going to add in 1 cup of breadcrumb. It's plain, nothing in there, just regular breadcrumb. So I'm going to add that in, mix it together. Trying to keep this nice and fast. Also, I have 2 cups of rotisserie chicken, and we're going to add that in. Any leftover chicken should do it. Nothing fancy. And now I'm going to grab my veggies, pour that right on top. And it's best to cut your veggies small. Don't cut them too thick. Next, we're going to add in 1 egg. Now, if you have 2, you can add 2. I literally just have 1 egg left in my fridge. Yes, I know. I'm going in with some cream of celery. This is about 10 ounces. Also, we have some cream of chicken. As you can see, I make this recipe a million times. I pretty much use the same ingredients. I'm adding a little bit of fresh parsley. In here, I have thyme, sage, chicken bouillon with some ground black pepper. And now we're going to mix. Don't be afraid. Just mix everything. As you're mixing, you can add some of that chicken broth. Not too much, just little at a time. I know this is where you get your hands dirty, and just keep mixing. Now I'm going to add the chicken broth, like I said, little by little. Don't want to add too much. You don't want to make it too dry, but at the same time, you don't want to make it too wet, okay? A little bit more of that chicken broth. So maybe about ½ cup of chicken broth. All right, guys, it's time to bake this cornbread dressing. So I have my baking dish right here. I'm going to spray it a little bit so it doesn't stick. And now we are just going to place the cornbread dressing right in. Just like this. Now, if you like it more wet, of course, you can add more of that chicken broth in, but this is how I like it. Perfect. Now we're going to bake this on 350. Perfect. And now we are going to make the gravy. I'm going to show you guys a very easy gravy recipe. Takes no time. Let's do it. To make the homemade gravy, you're going to use about 1/4 cup unsalted butter. I'm going to add that to a medium-high heat skillet. I'm using the same skillet that I was using earlier. Feel free to use a brand new skillet if you like. Once melted, I'm going in with half a cup of flour. Going to fry that. Frying is key when it comes to the flour, so keep turning it, keep frying it. I don't want to add too much butter. A little bit of butter should do it. Now I'm going to stir this for a couple minutes until my flour is starting to change color. All right, guys, this is about 3 minutes of the flour. It's been frying. Now you can pretty much look at it and see if you're ready to add your chicken broth. I want a nice, beautiful color to this. Some people go the, easy way and add some browning to this, but normally I take my time and actually fry my flour. At this point, it is ready. As you can see, has such a beautiful color. I'm going in with my chicken broth, slowly at that end. As you can see, as I'm adding, I'm stirring. You don't want any lumps in here, so keep stirring it. This is about 2 cups of chicken broth, by the way. And we're going to allow that to thicken a little bit. And also we're going to season the gravy with onion powder, chicken bouillon, and some salt and pepper. That is a beautiful color. I love, love, love the color. Now we're just going to allow that to simmer for a little bit. All right, guys, for more flavor, I'm very big on flavor. I'm adding about a pinch of sage in here. I like to add the ground sage because, it's not gonna show too much in the gravy. Also, I don't have ground thyme, so I'm adding some fresh thyme to this just to release that herby flavor. I'm going to let it sit in here for about a minute or 2, and we are pretty much done. The gravy looks absolutely beautiful. The consistency is there, the color is there, and the flavor is there as well. Now you cannot simmer this for too long. If you let it simmer too long, not only it's gonna be too thick, but it can be salty if you let it reduce too much. So it is pretty much ready to go. All right, guys, our cornbread dressing is done. Let me tell you, it smells absolutely delicious. This smells so good, y'all. So, so good. Oh my goodness. The gravy on top of this, just, oh. Stop it. Oh my gosh. 10 out of 10 will recommend. Try this recipe. You will not regret it. Absolutely delicious. The gravy on top just makes it 10 times better. I hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe. Hopefully you can try it this Thanksgiving. If this video was helpful, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys on the next delicious recipe. Bye, guys.